Good evening, and welcome to a matchup between Shaddy, Tom J, Malchior, and Dig Shake. We're going to have some async action on Dig Shake, so we won't get to see him this evening, but we'll get to see the other three runners, and we're going to hope for a really good race with a lot of trolling RWHN.
Yeah, this should definitely be a good one. I think all of these racers are pretty even overall, so looking forward to some good racing action.
So this is round 2 of this group stages. It's the last of the group stage activity. Once you get through this, it's down to one-on-one action, so 3 races, best point totals win.
Yeah, top 2 going to go into a best-of-3 elimination bracket. So all of the marbles on the line here. Definitely don't want to forfeit, because you never know. Free candle right away, gotta love that. And we got level 5 as well.
Yeah, not worth digging too deep into that. May see someone check 1 or 2 and then bail out for wood sword and 1 rupee. That's all you get for the small secret. So starting off with not much money.
Yeah, you know, had a nice bomb drop there for Tom J, so that's good to get on your first global.
Quick pirouette trick from Shay to open up the key door. Probably will check the next 2 as Malchior's going to get the blue candle as well. Wizard's on the overworld. I like that setup personally. I hate having to deal with them. So if they're going to be on the overworld, that's fine by me. Same with Poe's Voice.
Yeah, very nice combo there. We did see large secret, also only 77 rupees. So gonna be a bit rough, and we do have a raft as our free item under the Death Armos. And we did see that our fantastic Muggert there requires rupees or bombs, so low rupee seed might have a couple of those rooms required. Should be interesting.
We'll see how long it takes Tom J to go ahead and investigate the raft spots. Could be a sword, could be just a dungeon or a white sword item out there.
Yeah, a lot of times when I see a raft or a power bracelet like that, I want to go check those as soon as possible, just because if you don't prioritize them, it's always going to be your sword. Got a candle on the board for everybody now.
Looks like Tom J's going to try and sneak back into the Inny Road and see if he can't get further east, perhaps, since there's a lot more open caves. Well, this really it doesn't help you enough because it cuts you off from a lot of those, but it gives you a couple.
Not the greatest, but it is what it is.
I do struggle to route this in. Like, when you're in the northeast, you don't want to do the transition of the screen because there's no going back. You want to be able to clear everything over there, so we find level 1 with it too, so that's a bonus.
And a 39 mid secret, so that kind of offsets the others just a little bit.
Yeah, I'd go as far as to say it really makes it non-impactful that you didn't get a good large, because I never really calculate the small into how much money I'm going to get the seed.
Fortunately, not going to be able to clear out this room, but could use bombs, so get him to group up here, use a couple of bombs, might be able to get a drop.
It's like Shay's taking the adventure. We also had Dark Nuts in the world, so a whole bunch of stuff rolled up.
Yeah, dungeons should be fairly simple.
So I believe that's Moblins, Lionels, Tektites that should roll down.
Yeah, and Gibdos stayed in there, which is nice. Got bomb droppers and then Guria, so pretty easy bomb dropping groups. Tom J gonna go ahead and use a key here to go north of Gliok. Runs into a map with another key door, and that is a nasty level 1. I would think if you're going to use another key, you're going to want to use it to go east here to catch these other 5 or 6 rooms. Or a bomb wall. That is also a possibility.
Yep. One of the few dungeons I would say is worthwhile to go ahead and dig around in swordless, just because you got the floor drop potentially there for free. If the staircase is open, that's also a possibility.
Well, there's a Triforce. We'll take that. Basically got 3-door Monty right now. Up, left, or down. I don't know that we go back in there for an item right now, but we're going to, so there you go. Guess we're still missing both. Need a staircase and a floor item. And level 2 over on Chatty's side. And level 3 for Malchior, so we got the bottom 3, which is a nice set to find.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see some sort of item or maybe even a key if you're in any of these dungeons early. Just trying to get some sort of progress going.
3 Dodongo room there for Tom J, unfortunately. And looks like a staircase room here for Tom J, but gonna have to go in and out here in order to clear these wall masters.
Yeah, hopefully it's not the 8 wall master setup.
That'd be the worst. We did see level 9 there at Vanilla 1 as well.
Yeah, we're not even guaranteed that this is the item yet. And it looks like there's at least 5, so there'd be at least 6 in here. And that's it. So, we didn't get the full. What's our payday? That's probably not what we're looking for all the time spent, but it's decent at this point in the race.
Yeah, I would definitely be picking that up. Still missing the floor item, but basically 3 or 4 key doors, and then some Dodongos are the other options.
Yep, off to find some wood sword. Gotta take the bop there, no choice. And, I guess you could take the arrows here. Why not? Get yourself down to a point where if you get robbed entering a door repair, you're not going to suffer too much.
Yeah, I don't usually mind their early arrow purchase. If I see them and I've got the money, that's generally my first buy. You just never know when you're going to find a bow. Not that it makes too big of a difference with Pole's voice, but we've seen several Gomas now as well, so you never know.
It's just a question to me as to whether or not he's going to go for that, or maybe bombs even. I know they rolled up, but when you're at 0, you may be going towards Eastern Death Mountain with your route that he was on, although he probably wasn't going to survive Blue Dark Nuts getting off the screen. Thought maybe he might opt into having enough bombs to clear both spots in Eastern Death Mountain, because as we know, you miss one spot, it's always going to be something good.
Yeah, that or a key, because, you know, these seeds being the way they are, keys are generally sometimes very difficult to get your hands on.
What's that mugger room? I saw the 44, so I'm going to guess rupees is the back half. Does that mean it's the heart for the first half?
Nope, it's bombs.
It's bombs, that's a rip. I thought maybe it was a heart, and I was going to question why Tom J just bailed on it, but now I understand.
Yeah, bombs and rupees, not a good combination. Well, I mean, rupees aren't bad if you've got money, but obviously right now we do not. Still no sword, so it could be one of the raft spots. We still got the Dead Woods at Death Mountain.
Looks like Tom J's going to take the heart as well, get up to 4. No white sword item on the board just yet. Still don't know that we've gone to the coast raft spot, have we?
I don't believe so. Boy, that's a rough sequence of screens there. Yeah, just up and A, save some time. Makes sense. Level 7?
Looks like we have another dungeon, and nothing in the grave sword-wise, so I think we're starting to already run out of spots to go looking for our wood sword.
Yeah, this room is clearable by Shaddy as well if he wants to, but looks like he's just going to go ahead and head out. Makes sense. You're approaching that 10-minute mark without a sword. Gets a little frustrating. And Tom J finds level 3 as well. It should find level 2 because I believe they're pretty close. Man, that 1 rupee is the worst, especially when you got a long text. It's like these Gorilla rolled up to at least 4 HP.
Yep.
And we do have our wood sword.
And silvers.
Nice. So it's at vanilla level 3 for the sword and vanilla level 2 for the silvers.
It's kind of wild that we haven't seen the wood sword earlier than this, given its location. I was assuming it was going to be somewhere in Rude, like Death Mountain. Instead, it's not that far from start. You just have to dodge some whiz robes.
Yeah, very true. Ooh, and Jill's rolled up as well, unfortunately, so not able to take those out with the boomerang. Dom J gonna get a 5th heart here. And I would imagine up an A and grab that Triforce out of 3. And Melchior gonna find a 6th heart here. Get a look at our coast item here in just a second as well, as long as Shaddy doesn't take too many hits from falling rocks. That's an important item. Well, not important, but important.
Yep, it's going to be sitting there on the coast, taunting them until they find the ladder. Might be deep in 7 for fun.
Looks like our raft was only good for a heart container, so it's still going to need to find the recorder or the power bracelet for our blocked dungeon this evening.
It looks like we got another wood sword, this time for Shaddy, so just Tom J a little bit behind to finding it, but I think won't be too much longer. Not too many overworld spots left to go.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of want to have a death just because it'll pull you the right direction. We've seen that in some races a few times.
The way he's going now, he's going to find out the disappointment that is silvers at the White Sword Cave. But, I mean, at the same time, he bought wood arrows to summon silvers, so he knew what was coming.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, even though it doesn't have the wood sword, making really good progress on the overworld, and that's always important as well, so no big deal. Hasn't spent too much time in dungeons. Has pulled out 2 Triforces as well, so time well spent, I think. Unfortunately, no bombs to bomb the coast at the current time.
Be interested to see if we can pull anything out of this level 3 easily enough. Right now, it just seems to be a lot of Gorilla and Dodongo, so a lot of bombs to spend and then a lot of bombs to gain.
Always drops in the middle. Hey, there we go.
So it looks like probably on the 6-8 count, given what happened there.
Betcha wishes he could get that key, though.
mean, I would just go for a map. Looks like we've seen a lot of this so far. Might be trolled out of the last couple rooms here by a weird bomb spot.
Yeah, most likely the case. I like Melchior's use of bombs here. Just take him out and be done with it, and we are ladder blocked there. That's unfortunate. So all that exploration, and we still haven't seen a staircase room. At least one that we can clear.
Yeah, at least that Chevy room is kind of unlikely to block progression. It's kind of off on its own down there in the corner of the map so far. So you'd really just have to have there be a one-off room or something weird behind that in order for that to actually be the case.
Yeah, that could be our map room too as well. That would be funny. Melchior going to use his last key to head... Oh, and there it is. There's the item room. Unless this is a segmented 3, which would be great.
Hey.
Decent item.
It's good that he took that bomb pack on that staircase rather than going over it and down into there, because I think there's a bit of a bug when you do that if you hit it at the right frame. Didn't look like it was centered enough for it to happen, but you could potentially delete your stairwell item. That's not fun.
Indeed.
Speaking of not fun, Patra's in 5.
Pretty small 5, though. This is not too many rooms. Quick math, 22. I'm probably wrong on that, but...
Ooh, math on stream, that's fun. Let's see, 5, 10, 14, 16, 19. Yeah, definitely on the small side, whatever the math might be.
Oh, there's 3 on the bottom. It's so fuzzy, I can't even see it. Yeah, there's 3 on the bottom, not 4. I'm also blind, so that's very helpful when it comes to counting things. So yeah, I think 19 is the correct answer there.
See, my vision is okay, but I kind of try and invent things that aren't there from time to time, like bomb walls in places where I bomb that actually will never open because there's just no room over there.
We've all done it. Or you can be like me and you can bomb the bottom row. But I promise you, there was a seed where it went out of bounds. It can happen again.
Yeah, but it went out of bounds left and right. We haven't seen it break that direction.
That would be very interesting indeed.
For you, perhaps. For Fred, probably not so much.
Oh gosh, no. Get a check out the coast here. This is the bomb wall, but gets a bomb pack anyway, so no big deal. Tom J up in the northeast now.
Yeah,
So we're just missing 6 and 8, I think.
Sounds reasonable. I know someone said somebody found 4 early on, but I wasn't paying attention to the screen it happened on.
Yeah, what an evil compass room that was. Half a heart, and it's in the spike room with the pointless mode. Alright, Tom J making the play now.
Ooh. Shaddy goes into a potential push block room. Dig Dogger.
Oh baby, let's go.
Not guaranteed to push. We might find a staircase still, but that's probably not what he was hoping to see in that room.
1840 on the board. We got a sword for Tom J. Sure happy to see that.
We'll be interested to see if he chooses to go back to level 1 for the second item. I know that there's no keys in his inventory right now, but there were rooms I think that he could kill with bombs and a sword now. So, might opt to go back there sooner rather than later. Otherwise, level 3 might be on the cards as well, just because they're small dungeons. Doesn't really matter that he's got the Triforce.
But he would have to have bombs.
Yeah, but that's just an easy farm away on the overworld with blue octos going down to a boomerang shot.
Yeah, we've got this this Goma room here too. So there's a Dig Dogger and a Goma in possible stair rooms, unfortunately, in this level 5.
It looks like Shaddy's going to wave the white flag as far as digging it for now and just hope that one of those is blocking it.
Melchior does get his silver arrows, so pretty even across the board here, honestly. 2 Triforces apiece. Everybody got the same stuff. Other than Tom J does not. Tom J and Shaddy don't have a white sword, but otherwise, pretty even.
I think that's going to have a lot to do with how close this stays for foreseeable future. I feel like Melchior has gotten to that level now where he is very comparable to the racers in this race. And if you give him a white sword, then he's certainly going to be one of those people that can take advantage of it. So if he has that lead for a long time on the white sword, it's probably going to give him a chance to get a bit ahead here.
For certain. Grabbing a couple of keys up as well, so going to be able to actually move around in these dungeons, which will be helpful.
Yeah, I was really anti-big dungeons early on this tournament, but it seems like they all have netted a decent amount of keys lately, so maybe that's the new play.
Yeah, I have a really... I mean, I'll poke around in 1 and 2 and 3, but I usually have a really hard time going full into it unless I have at least 2 keys in my inventory. Because I feel like I'm gonna get to the end of the dungeon and be blocked out of a couple of rooms that have something important.
Yep, this is logically blocked, but for now it's just a transport that may really not impede progress at all if it's all one segment.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, well, he's only got one other bomb wall to check, so you might as well do that. Go left. Or, yeah, I guess you go right back into the room you're in already.
Save a little bit of time.
Got a manhandle that may guard a map or something? No. Just nothing. So he might be a little bit short-lived on the white sword, as long as Shaddy has that one key in his inventory for a bit longer.
Possible item, or should be anyway. Alright, a wand.
Yeah, a lot of people like to find like bow, silvers, and ladder right off the bat, and they feel way ahead. I'll take Melchior's setup every time.
100%.
You get double combat this early, I mean, you just have so much more progress you can make in far less time with that extra 3 damage over just a wood sword.
I mean, early bow is nice, but again, especially with Pull's voice on the overworld, it's not really too much of an advantage to have that anyway. So the wand does a lot more stuff. You got Wizrobes on the overworld, so now you basically can take out everything in the game, other than these Dig Doggers that seem to be plaguing the dungeons. But and that another infamous Mugger room. Fortunately, he has money to pay him off, and I think this one is probably required.
Yeah, it seems like it. Definitely wasn't worth up and A and trying to find a way around at this point. You just take the rupee hit and go.
But then down to 0 keys again.
Yeah, from my count, he's only hit 1 large secret, so with not having to purchase the wood arrows like Tom J did, for example, he'll have a little bit more money to play with overall.
We are getting some Death Mountain checks here from Tom J. Maybe we'll find one of our 2 missing levels.
We'll be interested to see what he does if he finds a dungeon up here. I mean, you don't feel like 6 or 8's really the best dungeon to dig early, but on the flip side, they might have something you really need to progress further on.
Yeah, I might poke around in 6, but 8 I might dig just because it's got 2 items, and at this point, you know, I still need a bow, I need a power bracelet or a recorder, there's a ladder, there's an any key, there's a lot of really good items left on the board.
I approve of this key purchase, by the way, from Tom J. When you're at 0, it doesn't feel good. He doesn't have enough to buy the second one, otherwise I would have said buy the second, but looks like he's going to take that and hopefully find a dungeon he can get into and get an item out of. As we see, Shaddy has spent one of his 2 keys in inventory to go for this white sword that's in level 3.
Likely not what he's looking for, but definitely not something you're ever going to turn down, as Magical Sword is a pretty large rarity across all of our seeds for the most part.
I like that he's clearing this diamond staircase out. Didn't work this time, but it is a staircase, is a drop room in shapes level 3, so you make sure it doesn't have a key or something before you leave.
More Gomas in 2.
Yep, technically a drop room in 2 that was in as well, and with this being a floor drop, that's a bit of a concern. Shaddy also in level 2 with a bit of additional combat.
Lots and lots of key doors. Well, on the Triforce, that's easy.
Yeah, it's a bit cute, but at least it gave you the compass below it, so you didn't have to get trolled by the shoot room.
Yeah, the question is here, like, do you... I don't know, I might save scum some keys at this point and check a few doors to see if I could find the item. Yep. Especially knowing the any keys on the coast.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, we're so close to start with this level 2, just go ahead and save scum and head back in.
Well, there it is. Probably, again, not what he's looking for, but that gives us the greatest chance to find one of our 2 missing levels.
Yep, that's not too bad a find. So we'll see how long it takes Tom J to route those locations in. I think with level 3 being right here, this is a pretty easy play as well. But he's going to need to find a key in here to be able to get to the item as far as I know.
Yeah, pretty sure that's a one-off room that requires a key. Shaddy getting some trade checks in. Gonna have some money. I would imagine if he runs into a key shop, he might pick up one of those. And Melchior back into level 1. Hasn't gotten the Triforce out of here yet, so... Or maybe just now has seen it. But they've been to the waterfall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first time. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the left door as well. As far as we know, the staircase item is the boomerang, but we don't know the floor item, and it may be key blocked at this point.
It could be that Gliok as well. I don't think that Gliok was ever taken down.
Nope, but it did have a key on the floor right away, so that's not too bad.
Oh, okay. I missed that then.
If you're talking about the one that Melchior just looked at, it was on the right side of that double block.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was the one I was speaking of.
Because we do have extra bosses, so there might be a second one locked way behind a key door somewhere in here.
It does take the key door that gets him access to the majority of the dungeon here. If I remember right, we did have a couple of rooms in the upper left that were blocked by a key door as well. I'm pretty sure you can... Oh, wait, no, you got to go up and around to get through that. That's unfortunate as well. Man. So you got to go through the double moat room there in order to get access to the rest of that side of the dungeon.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have to burn his key since he doesn't have the map. See if that actually helps him out. Well, that's actually
it gets in the map.
So,
So he could bomb west or east out of the old man room and get access, I believe, to the Triforce.
Yep. Then the question will be, is there any other key drop in here? I don't know that I've seen both of these rooms cleared. I know one's the Triforce, but what's the other one? Just nothing?
Shaddy. Yeah, I don't believe it has anything. Shaddy also finding level 1, but has the same issue of a singular key. Yeah, and we do remember that Tom J went up, and that gave him access to the boomerang. So our item is either in that left-hand side, or it's going to be in that one room to the right.
So apparently we did not see level 4 earlier, as Tom J pushed the block nearest to vanilla start and has found level 4.
Okay. So maybe we were missing 3 levels. I'm not sure.
I was going off of chat.
To answer a question in chat, yes, we will be having Dig Shake Run async as soon as possible. Ooh, no keys, no bombs. What a terrible room. Shaddy also taking the correct direction here. Well, I say that, you have to bomb out of the old man room. So really could probably save that key. Just to net you a heart container, but...
Yeah, he's going to use this key to get the map, and then we'll see if he goes north into the 2 rooms just directly here, or if he goes all the way over to the other side where there's potentially the same setup. I really think if it's 2 and 2, you just go north here.
Yep, I like it. I get to see some new stuff.
So at minimum, you're hoping one of these is a key. It's actually going to be nothing
Nope.
at all.
That sucks. So yeah, it's either that, I think what's the bottom room under the second L column, or the one under the 1 is going to be our item. I know, actually, it is that key door to the far right.
Yeah, that's rough.
And he's not going to be able to get access. No, he can get to the Triforce. He just isn't going to be able to do anything else.
Yeah, looks like he's forgotten about this mode already, but he should know that he can bomb over once. He's not actually going to have access, though. He needs a second bomb, unfortunately.
Fair point.
So I think with that, he'll probably just bail. No, I guess he'll open the bomb wall and then leave.
Tom J did find some bombs, so going to be able to take out these Dodongos, hopefully, and progress through the dungeon here a little bit.
Or I could not be paying attention to Shaddy's force of a bomb. That's also pretty helpful.
Yeah, I'm building a count up here on the old man again as well.
Flute found in 5, vanilla location. That will give the commentator's booth all 3 of the overworld exploration items, so just missing the ladder and the bow as far as important stuff.
So 5 was the one we kind of thought that there was a possible Dig Dogger or Goma block. So very interesting that that in fact wasn't the case.
Yeah, it felt like Shaddy could not get to the bottom right portion of 5, so perhaps that was where that flute was.
Yeah, Malchior here with 1 key back in level 1, and obviously you're going to play the odds and go north. At least I would think. But yeah, so we're going to end up with... And actually, there were no bombs for Tom J in this Dodongo room, so this could be our drop.
Well, you're hoping, if you're Malchior, that it's a key at minimum.
Oh.
Nope.
That is horrible. So yeah, our item indeed in that far left or far right room. And one must hope that it's the bow.
See, I was going to go ladder since it's the any key out there.
Oh, he safe scummed the keys, good man. Because he's got the whistle.
There you go. See, all these runners doing things that commentators aren't thinking of. 2 supposedly good runners in the booth. Neither one paying attention.
Well, it is hard to keep track of 3 people, and I saw he got the recorder. I just didn't see that he saved. So that's an A+ move. Gonna go obviously to the left, highest room density. We know that that's not going to be anything, but we will see our last item out of here. The cruel irony it would be if it was double boomerang.
Well, you clearly picked the second one up since it's not the whole jaunt down the staircase.
I am curious as to where our other dungeons are. At this point, they almost have to be blocked. Other than I think we have maybe West Death Mountain left to bomb. So do a few spots.
West DM and then another power bracelet spot or 2 perhaps. And that's kind of it.
Possible item here in level 4 for Tom J.
Yeah, if this is going to give Tom J the big advantage, this almost has to be ladder in here.
Oof. Not what you want to see.
No, that's almost the worst item left on the board. I would argue that at this point, well, I guess even Red Candle has more use, so yeah, it is the worst.
And of course, we have got a 4-headed Gleeok as our guardian. Fortunately, Melchior has a potion and a white sword, and solid combat skills here. And there's the red candle. Obviously not something you want to see either, so gonna retry out of that to get that key back.
Yeah, so keys are not forcing the runners away from the ladder with the bow in one. It's something that's not really that useful in the end. Especially with Melchior having the wand. That's the most definitive nope situation ever. Just save your key, it's worth more. It's 4 Triforces for Tom J. I kind of feel like Triforces in this one aren't the main obstacle, so it's... Yeah, there's a little lead for Melchior in terms of Triforce count, but I'm not sure if it's one that's going to last too long.
Yeah, the majority of them have been fairly easy to get to. It's just right now we need our bow and to find our additional dungeons. And I mean, Tom J having that power bracelet out of 2, if that does lead to a dungeon, which I think it did, level 4, yeah, that alone is a little bit of a lead in and of itself.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if Melchior ends up going back to all that soon. We know that 4 in and of itself is not really that big of a deal since it's got the heart in it. And it looks like Tom J's going to go back and spend keys in kind of the unfortunate wrong order.
Hopefully they saved their keys. It's one of those things that you don't often think about, but it can really, especially with these dungeons close to start, it can really make a difference.
Yeah, well, 1 in this case is at the waterfall, and he doesn't have the flute, so it's not as apparent a good strategy for Tom J. Shaddy finds level 6. Did not see where. Gonna
Must
guess
be on
West.
Death Mountain.
Yeah, I was gonna guess at West Death Mountain since we hadn't seen too much of that, and he's gone down in his bomb count since I last looked over. Can only hope Patra guards the map.
Shaddy getting beat up just a little bit, but does get it there pretty quickly. Very nice.
Yeah, this would be a... It would definitely be a pass with Wood Sword, but White Sword actually makes the Patra tolerable.
Now you're getting trolled a little bit by the bunnies on the overworld as they do screen scroll as well.
Looks like Recorder Lake check to make sure that's not a dungeon.
And another Patrick guards a staircase. And with the shutter door here, Shaddy just going to opt to go ahead and take this out as Tom J is trying their darndest to take out this Gleeok and unfortunately dies. Doesn't have a potion and is stuck with the wood sword.
Speaking of potion, Shaddy's had enough of fighting this on low health. He's just going to use sword beams probably to finish off the Patra a little bit. Or get in there and lose him.
It's alright. If you got it, use it.
Hey, there's the map behind the Patra.
That is, that's a big F. And a ladder. Well, that's a big win right there.
Yep, went from big F to big W.
And if it wasn't Death Mountain, I'd be up and A right away just to go get the dang any key.
That's an easy room count, though. That's 32. And that's 6, so that's 38.
Oh, can we hope that our Triforce room is in that Goma room?
I'm hoping already. Or this one.
Or this one. We go 3 for 3? Ah, bummer.
Now you have to wait an extra room for the third one.
A key. Tom J in level 5. Let's see if they can pull out the recorder here.
Oh, that's almost better than Goma. He's gonna up A and then realize, wait a minute, I have something I can use here. Tom J with the Triforce at 5. We'll see if it's a double dip or if it's a bail. I think without the bow or the ladder, it's a pretty easy call, but you never know.
Gonna bail out.
Yeah, there's a pirouettable
Oh, pirouette.
key door.
Okay. There we go. And a heart container for Shaddy. So not what he's looking for, but it looks like we're blocked. Possibly, unless you could bomb up from the rest of this dungeon. Dang it, you can bomb up.
Come to find out, level 6 is on West Death Mountain as we kind of surmised. It's 3 east of Second Quest 9.
Well, that's free.
I am disappointed.
Still haven't seen level 8, though. So it's either got to be on Death Mountain or it's that last power bracelet check. With Shaddy having left Death Mountain, I would assume it's not there.
If it's not there, then it's kind of got to be a double PB block. Or have we just missed maybe Southern Coast? Has anybody actually had bombs for that?
Malchior did check it. I've seen Forgotten Spot done on Shaddy's side. Palpatine does find the recorder.
Turns out that we had the leave your bombs or your rupees guarding these extra rooms at 5, which had the flute.
That makes sense. And a ladder for Malchior. I mean, at this point, I still stay we're pretty even, with Tom G having that power bracelet out of 2. Now, that's not hard for anybody to get to. It does require a key. But overall, we're still pretty even. Tom J does have this one check left in the southwest that they missed. And then I think it's the gray power bracelet spot.
Well, we'll find out in not too long a time. I think Tom J's got to eventually go that way. I think Shaddy's play is going to be to go ahead and open up Recorder Lake, see if his dungeon's there, and then if he doesn't world wrap, I'd be a little bit surprised. Looks like Malchior is convinced that he can't necessarily get to the Triforce that easily in the 6, and is going to bail. Gonna guess it's also maybe a play for the Ini key.
No bombs.
Bombs? Yeah, bombs as well being an issue.
But yeah, all the key issues going to be solved here for Shaddy and Malchior pretty soon. So 2 should be on the table pretty easily. Tom J doing some figuring on where that last dungeon might be.
I know he hasn't bombed the South Coast yet, so that might be the next logical play for him to cover.
Overall, we're moving at a pretty fast pace, honestly. We do know our bow has to be in level 8 at this point. Just out of process of elimination of what's available. And honestly, 2 of the other items on the board aren't too bad either between the book and the red ring. Looks like Malchior are going to make that play into level 2 to find that power bracelet. Pretty much eliminated all other locations on the map at this point. Does take the right direction. Going to find this power bracelet here very quickly.
Just has to avoid taking the boomerang first, and he does.
55 for Coke, not too bad.
Yeah, really, outside of Tom J, nobody's in that bad a shape money-wise. Malchior didn't buy wood arrows, Shay didn't buy wood arrows, so there's plus rupees there, and then just, I guess, because of Overworld Rally, they've happened on some more money.
Yep. So Shaddy over here in the forest hasn't done any of these spots yet either. So going to do this little ring, and then I would imagine have to go back to level 2. Well, actually, I don't know that he's found level 7, so might dip that first. That is over here at the Armos by level 2. Actually, it looks like he's probably has seen it. So I would imagine dig this for an item, and then level 2 will be the next play.
Yep, Shay does not have the power bracelet, so reasonable enough to think that that could be in here. Don't think he'll be super disappointed with the combat upgrade, but would probably hope for instead the power bracelet in this specific circumstance. Even over the bow, I would imagine.
Yeah, and it's another one of those things too. I don't remember exactly where the wand was. Actually, it was this room right here, so not going to miss it. It is on the way to the Triforce. I was going to say that the any key could lead him astray a little bit just because all of a sudden you have access to all these doors. But misses the bombs! Oh no!
Yep, the dreaded I'm going to bomb on the half tile with 2 bombs and miss both.
Okay, he gets some here. I wonder if he doubles back. You almost have to.
PSA, just go ahead and feed the Dodongo the first bomb, and then bomb for free.
Malchior takes a death there in one of those really crappy rooms in level 4. Tom J checking out the coast item here, which I don't think he's seen, so that, and I don't know that he's been to the coast raft spot either.
Doesn't seem like he's been over this way to check this spot.
Half a heart always sucks on the coast. Okay, quick Triforce for Malchior. Have to imagine he's going to go back in and look for the item. And Tom J pausing. Imagine wondering where to go next.
To be fair, I think it's like 5:15 in the morning his time, so I wouldn't be able to track properly at that time of day.
I wouldn't even be able to play. So yeah, again, big props to Tom J for racing at such a time.
I've even got his fan base up and going.
So Tom J going to go in here to level 7. Should be able to pretty much clear this out the same way. Because you're going to you're usually going to follow the way to the compass. Downside again is does not have keys. Or rather the any key, so likely to avoid some of these key doors initially.
I think the first key door is not too bad because you're kind of forced into it. Just a question of how many more between him and the item. And the third key is going to give him a little bit of comfort as well. So now you've bombed a couple of spots, you picked up your third key. I don't think there's any point in even holding off on this door. Shetty had 2 items left in 1, so this isn't too big a shock to see him back there. It's not going to net him anything of particular use.
Tom G and find the staircase, which could lead him way away, and does from the Triforce. We saw this before. This is pretty much a dead end room.
Yep, you can either spend a bomb or just go back to start. Or do neither. That also works. Option number 3.
Melchior does find a heart. We do know where the magical sword is. It is in the far southwest cave, so not too far from our starting location, so might be something Melchior opts to check. At 11 hearts, let's see.
Yeah, not sure it's super relevant in this seed where Darknuts, Wizrobes, and Pole's Voice are all in the overworld, so you're not as likely to see too many situations where it's useful. Maybe plus fire roll bomb dropping is on the cards.
Addy finding the red candle. Gonna go ahead and get out of level 1, and now I would imagine has to be heading to level 2. Tom J gonna find their wand here in just a second. Pick up their Triforce out of level 7. Hasn't explored Western Death Mountain, so still has to get up there for level 6. But overall, we're looking pretty darn even. Shetty's actually going to, I guess, got the power bracelet. As, is in level 4.
Yeah, he got it in a real hurry and is now immediately in level 4.
Oh no! The dongos are so bad.
Yep, they've now trolled him twice. Once by taking his last bomb and spitting it out, and this time just nope. There's level 8 for Melchior. I'm gonna guess it was at the spot you suggested it was at.
Actually, it's Lost Hills Armos, so we didn't check either of those two, and it happened to be in Lost Hills.
Still double power bracelet block, so you had that part.
So definitely have to dig the bow out of here. So I would, other than the fact that Melchior has to go back to Death Mountain to pick up that Triforce, I feel like he's probably slightly in the lead here. Also, I'd imagine, has Shetty not got the Triforce out of 2? I would have to think that he has.
I'm gonna check real quick and let you know.
In which case, we're actually probably fairly even, just considering that Shetty has to check to find level 8, and Melchior has to trek back up to Death Mountain. Even though that Triforce will be fairly quick, I feel like it's probably not going to take too much time.
Can confirm Shetty does have it. So
okay. And Tom J going to find level 8, so no ladder here. I haven't seen any river rooms yet, but could possibly be a problem. Could be a ladderless seed for all we know. Keys, however, going to be an issue if Tom J doesn't find that ladder at a level 6.
It seemed like it was somewhat unavoidable from the basic pathing through that dungeon.
Shetty also going to pick up the heart number 11. Gonna up an A. Grab his Triforce out of 4. And be on the hunt for level 8.
Unfortunately, Shetty did not find the compass, so it was going to go away from where the Triforce is located, which is just 2 rooms up from start, behind the Goma, and through a bomb wall. Well, here's a potential ladder block way in the northeast of 8.
Yeah, this is under some of the starting rooms, so I don't know if you couldn't access this outside of going from the south. I'll have to see. Doesn't look like it's anything too important. I think up is next to start.
Well, you can definitely get around it since you came in through the bomb wall, so that one's not going to be a big deal. Oof. Shetty
That's a rough one.
Bopped to death by the Goma. Direct bop. and loses the bomb since it didn't go off before he died.
Malchior takes a death to a Patra here in level 8. Let's sneak around. Bubbles in this room is nice, especially with the wand. You can just use the bubbles to keep you in your iframes.
Not even close.
Tom J making his way through this level 8. Also with the wand now, so I'm sure going to enjoy having that to knock things around. Possible item room. No go. This is the dungeon you really, really want to map for.
Yeah, it's the one we're hoping that the book's the second item in, but realistically, we all know it's going to be the magic boomerang, and the book's going to be right after the map at 9.
Isa, though, I just noticed Blue Lionels did roll down to 2 hit points, which is super nice. It looks like the orange ones didn't roll above 4 either, so pretty easy to clear out these rooms.
Not so sure on the blue Lionels, but definitely looks like the reds are nice.
I think all 3 of our runners now are just saying, give me a map. Usually don't, I mean, there's just so many walls that you can bomb. And Patrick guards the map.
That's the question in chat. Melchior did not have bombs, and it looks like the only way to get the Triforce 6 was through a bomb wall, so we'll have to go back with bombs.
So it could be possible there is, in fact, a ladder block. So I think that second one under the 8 is the one to the right of the Chevy. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. Actually, I think I'm wrong, so never mind.
No idea. I don't map these dungeons too well.
Did I just go off of memory, which is probably worse? Oh, well, that can't be our bow. And there's the
Magic?
silver boomerang.
It's magic.
Love it. Staircase or item for Tom J here. It's a staircase.
So by default, our biggest defensive upgrade and our free maps are both locked away.
And that's a real killer there for Tom J. Gets locked in a Chevy room with a Dodongo, and there is one room to that very bottom on the right that is blocked.
Shady finds out the bad news. So where is this bow?
We still got most of the west side to go. And other than that, it's just this little room down here in the bottom right. Which would be a killer for Tom J. Fortunately, not it.
Bunch of keys that he'd like to have, but so far still looks plausible for him to get through this. Let's see where this transport goes. I don't think we've seen the other side.
Up to 5 keys, though, on Tom J's side, so has definitely gained several coming into the dungeon.
So
Great location.
Yeah, Triforce is just miles away. But you can take that staircase back down if you're Malchior, so if he finds the item staircase up here, you might just go back into that. Because it gets you down into the almost the right foot of this level 8. Staircase is the only way to get up into this 3-room segment, basically, of this 8. Tom J tried to bomb in from the right side of the room Malchior's in, it didn't work. And you can't bomb down on the other side.
Very interesting indeed.
I'm starting to think maybe we either have a super room or a room right before the Triforce as our location for the bow. No bait requirement.
Could be right here as well. Nope, never mind. Top J down to half a heart.
Well,
So it looks like a super room, huh? Or no, it's right here.
Yep, Tom J's got the bow if he can get in there.
Shaddy in the same room at the same time?
So this is really interesting for Tom J. At this point, from where I am at, Tom J has full knowledge of everything outside of the item in 1 being the red candle since he died on that screen, and level 6. So you have to question whether or not if he randomly bombs away from the ladder in 6, will he go back and search it out, or will he just kind of hope that it's all going to be ladderless?
Well, yeah, and with the bow, he's going to be able to clear the Gomas as well, which will route it a lot different. So it is an interesting question. Also got a heart container and a fairy off of that Goma, which keeps him alive here in this level 8, and he'll be able to get his Triforce here in the next room. So, interesting enough, Shaddy headed off to level 9 now. Tom J still has to find level 6, and Malchior about to finish up level 8. And then has to go back to level 6. So, Shaddy with, definitely, I would say, a few minute lead here into level 9. Nine was located at Vanilla First Quest Level 1. I guess it's also Vanilla Second Quest Level 1.
Alright, let's see if we have a bit of a trolley level 9 here, or if it's pretty straightforward.
Well, I think that's a pretty good start to your answer.
Chat asking why Shaddy didn't check mags. It's because he doesn't have 14 hearts. Not going to even bother.
That is the correct answer.
Especially with where it's at. Don't bother.
Nine just kind of leading you along the bottom here. Shaddy not even really clearing these rooms for a compass or a map either. Finally has a staircase, but it's not going to be something he takes. Alright, Malchior back in 6. Tom J trying to figure out where level 6 is located.
Also worth noting, I said Tom J was missing the item in 1 and the item in 6. He's also missing the item in 3.
True. I would likely go back to level 3 and 1 before I dig 6, but at this time as well, it's one of those things where you're gonna feel like, well, maybe I don't need the ladder, let's just go. And thus far, it hasn't been required.
I think I heard a glitch roar? Yes.
Everybody's favorite.
Well, it's not a circle moat. It could be slightly worse. It's not great. It's a rather
Full
interesting.
hearts.
Yeah, it's a rather interesting spot to choose to fight him. It's gonna get
Oh, wow.
driven into oblivion.
Just got double drivered in like half a second. Oh man, that's rough.
Did he use his second potion chug? I thought he had one.
I'm pretty sure he has one, but you don't anticipate losing that many hearts that quick either. That was 8 in half a second.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. But that'll teach him not to be on that bottom row for that fight. Bombing up, presumably because that's the way he remembers Ganon being and hoping for a quicker path.
Jay does pick up a potion and going to be fairly close to finding level 6. We do have Malchior in level 9 as well.
With
a map.
Which had to be really early on in a room that Shay didn't clear.
57 rooms, I believe. So pretty large, level 9. Tom J down to 2 bombs. Doesn't get a bomb drop. Is actually going to miss level 6, which is going to be very unfortunate.
Unless he turns around. Nope. A screen wrap.
Will literally be 1 bomb short.
Yeah, I forget what the enemies are up on the top of this screen. Looks like the only way you can get around in this 9 is to take the path that Shay took the last time. He has found fairy drops galore, so that's helpful.
Yeah, very interesting 9 pathing here.
So we can definitely see from Malchior's perspective that there were rooms available in a couple of the spots that Shetty bombed and just nothing opened. So a very, very, very linear path up until your 2 staircase options.
Yeah, and no bombs for Tom J on what I would assume is the last spot on the overworld for him to check.
Probably gonna look around nearby. These red dark nuts can help, as long as they didn't roll super high. Let's see what round 2 holds for Shetty.
Does have a wand. You want to use that as well. There you go. That's the place to be. Double heart drops. The next should be the opportunity on 1 for a bomb drop here. And he gets it.
So now do you look down and see why you couldn't go up? That would be my first instinct, is to just kind of check the rooms that I could bomb into below. Yeah, they did roll down 2, so you were correct on the blue Lionels. I can't count there either, apparently.
Alright, Tom J in 6.
Yeah, reverse C with no shutter door coming in behind you after having a shutter door on the other side kind of makes me think it might be a staircase room.
Lucky are also on this path towards Ganon. We always hope it's a double, triple staircase to Zelda, but...
Now she's not home, so that's no good. So she's gonna try and bomb out of this room to the right. Is that what the play is for Shaddy? We know he can't go up. Or is he just gonna go down to the staircase room?
Unfortunately, no map for Tom J yet for this level 6. We know it's fairly early. He just leaves a key behind.
No staircase in the reverse C, so that's a complete troll. That would have actually gotten me too. Ooh, a bomb wall.
Like Malchior's trying to build up a count here.
Shouldn't
Also
be,
very close to Ganon.
I was gonna say, he shouldn't be too far away now. He's gonna
Oh,
opt into
no!
West Bomb.
Oh, he shot the 10th one with his arrow. That's unfortunate.
Wouldn't this be something if this was Zelda right here, though?
There it is.
Yep, wow.
That is literally right by Ganon. Oh man, that's rough.
So both runners have one of the two. Book we take. Tom J, meanwhile, does get to his ladder, so did not get trolled by his routing at 6 to the point where he missed that, so that's good news.
Should be right near the Triforce. I think it's just this room up here. No, not this room. It's above this room.
For Tom J, it's off to his right for sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like north and then west of the T room bomb that Shaddy put down. So if you're rooting for Shaddy to win, you're basically rooting for Korea to end him in a hurry, or for him to just up an A soon after this doesn't work.
Yep, there is the Triforce Tom J. So we are going to have all 3 runners in level 9 at the same time.
Malchior's had enough of getting bodied by Lionel beams, so chugs one of the potions. I'm pretty sure Zelda's path would lead me to believe that that's the only way to her. You might be able to get around having to take the staircase from start, but I don't think there's any other doorway into a room. Gotta go left 2 more times. And now 1 more time, and then down there for Shaddy to be able to get there. Probably gonna check for the red ring here. That's what's in there. Hey, we take that too.
Absolutely.
Malchior is gonna try and bomb around in here. I don't know. Was it down in this room for Ganon? Where was Ganon at? Oh my goodness,
You
literally
are
could bomb
joking
up.
me! Oh my
Oof.
gosh! How close is this going to be?
Well, not too close, because unfortunately Shaddy's nowhere near Zelda's room at the moment, unless he gets really lucky in his route there. Malchior has to chug his last potions. He's got to be a little bit careful. I don't think he's going to get full-on destroyed in this room, though.
Shaddy's just a couple of rooms away.
Wow, this is actually going to be really close. Get
This
there
is
in time.
nuts.
Needs to bomb right. Not going to do it, though. So I think we got some GGs in order for Malchior here in a second.
Wow. Man, what a comeback. You were correct. Only way in. Yeah,
I
official race time of what? 1:13:13.
I don't think Shaddy will be too far away. Did he try and bomb that wall there? Oof, if you can't bomb that wall, that's rough. That means it's just literally the one staircase. Wow. But we are joined by our race winner, Malchior. GG's.
Oh, thank you so much. They're in 9, aren't they? At least Shaddy's in 9, I know.
Yeah, you came back on Shaddy in 9. That one staircase is apparently the only way to get to Zelda outside of bombing through Ganon's room, which he did not do.
Oh my gosh.
So basically, if he bombed up in Ganon's room, it was GG, but since there's all sorts of potential open rooms to the east of Ganon, which is the way he found, he hasn't ever tried bombing through.
Oh my gosh, he must have bombed up from the L column or something. No, I would have tried that. I was low on bombs though. Oh,
Yeah, I think there's a staircase well up the first L column, and that one takes you to basically one room or two rooms away from
So,
again.
again, we're in a race for second here. Oh, actually, never mind. I'd say if you could bomb up there, Tom J's really close too. Unfortunately,
oh gosh.
unfortunately, you can't. Tom J just got into level 9 not too long ago.
My heart is racing.
It does look like there is a blinker on Tom J's screen though, so he has Zelda's location found. He doesn't know the direct way there yet.
I was so scared when I had to take the long walk back to 6 for its Triforce. Was there a way to bomb through the T room?
Yes, you can bomb north and walk to the west.
Dang it! Freaking oh my gosh! I got so lucky then.
Yeah, you didn't have bombs, which was very unfortunate.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was checking that immediately because I had map.
Yep, definitely a comeback for you. You were a couple of minutes short coming into level 9, and Shaddy just unfortunately got level 9.
He's gonna find it now.
Oh my.
He's just gotta
Yeah, if you
go
can-
right, and he's there.
Yep, there it is. GG for Shaddy.
And Tom J's got to continue because we do have an async. It's going to be running this as well, so you can't just forfeit now. There's still one more runner in theory behind you.
Yeah, he'll get this.
I think
And
Tom
I
J's biggest hangup was keys for the most part until level 8 finally got some, but you both found level 6 a lot earlier and got the ladder and got the any key, which kind of let you get through things a little bit quicker. And for you particularly, it was the wand. You got the wand a lot earlier, which helped your combat.
Awesome. Yeah, I was banking on finding that ladder because not only were my keys low, my money was low. So it's like, I have to go through Death Mountain now. At the very least, I know I have 2 large secrets I haven't found. So I can buy keys if I need to. But ideally, I'm looking for ladder. And I practically screamed when I found it.
We are joined by Shaddy. GG's.
Yo, thanks, man. GG's.
GG, Shaddy.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit painful for you to watch back probably in 9. Malchior found the staircase to Zelda, which was basically 2 rooms north of Ganon, and the bomb wall between Ganon and there did work, so he was able to bomb down into Ganon and get you there since you were in 9 by a good, I don't know, 3 minutes-ish.
9 is always painful. Ain't nothing new there.
You know what's painful? Not checking mags on the heart containers that you had.
Oh, man. Painful was it being down in the southwest corner there. I was eyeing it the whole time.
There was
No way
There
to
was
get
no
over
way
there.
I was getting back there.
Yeah, such disappointment from chat. They all wanted to see the mags check, and nobody did it.
Man, these seeds where you just have to do everything. I was sad my retry play for the keys in 1 didn't pan out at all. Shaddy,
Yeah.
I save and retried I think 3 times to get through those key doors in 1 because I had the warp nearby. Or no, because I have recorder, I can get right back to it. And all I found was freaking boomerang and red candle.
Yep, I saw them. Same, it sounds like it's pretty similar.
Yeah, I think Tom J's the only one that didn't see red candle. Everybody else saw both items.
I think Tom J just skipped the red ring there.
I don't know if this one pushes, does it? It does. Nope.
Shaddy, did you find sword within like the first 30 seconds?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
Malchior,
scared.
you were first.
Yo. Really? I was certain I was behind on finding that.
I think
Wow.
it was 30 minutes or so for Tom J, or it felt like it. And then Shaddy was probably 5 minutes behind you.
Wow. Yeah, because it was where it was. I'm like, oh, you could just wrap to this, no problem. But I took the other way around and did 2 and 3 swordless.
I mean,
without
it wasn't
finding
wasn't no problem. I mean, there's blue Wizrobes that are kind of a problem on that screen.
Oh yeah, yeah, with the wrap.
Yeah, Tom J would think it was like a 19 minutes, and they did 1, 2, and 3 swordless.
Oh, very nice.
Just time consuming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What's brutal for this 9 now is Tom J, again, didn't find the ladder till late, so tried to go through this 9 without the any key and Z0 keys. Also has 0 bombs, so it's going to be a struggle, I think. I think technically doable from the staircases, but has to find both of the correct staircases. I think this was one of them.
Yeah, from my route, you need 1 bomb to get into the southwest. Oh, that didn't do anything. Southwest stair just told you, hey, Ganon's here. Yeah, for my route, I don't think I used any additional keys. It was open doors until you could bomb down from the room connecting Zelda to Ganon.
Yeah, I think the express route to finishing quickly would be with a bomb, but not sure that it was required for Shaddy to bomb any further than what Tom J's already bombed.
Well, that's good.
I think he unfortunately skipped the right-hand staircase. That's kind of the easier way that way. Nope, I lied, totally lied. Just go down in this Dodongo room, which you can't kill, so he's gonna fire arrows at instead. Yeah, so that's just a sad time right there.
Wait, you're saying that the doggo room bombs over or something?
If he goes down, he can hear Ganon's roar and walk into there. And if he bombs up in Ganon's room, just 1 room up to see the shutter door open, and then go up.
He's gonna be a little short of buying more bombs.
Yeah. He's either gonna get the money most likely off these, or he's gonna get a bomb drop off of them. At least we got the bomb. Let's see if he goes back to the Dodongo room. If he goes back there, it shouldn't take him too much longer to sort out the route.
He should maybe kill Pole's voice for a couple more rupees and go buy just 1 more bomb pack.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he goes right back to this Dodongo room, and if he bombs left. Not sure if he could actually bomb left there as well, because that would get you both the roar and the door that he has to cut this for.
He doesn't even have the kill yet. Got it.
Nope. And he does have a potion. I thought I remember him buying one, so that won't be the struggle yet. Obviously, you're not going to use it in these first couple of rooms, though. You just got to try and make it through here. And if you die, you just go back to start.
I was scared. I used mine in this Lionel room because I'm like, I can't die on the run back. I've already left for bombs once.
I definitely didn't die again and holding a potion. Don't worry about it.
Dude,
Oh,
you got like triple drivered in like 0.2 seconds. That was so bad.
I'll have to see a clip
Saying all
of
week.
that.
Use your potions. Use your potions. Can't take them with you.
Yeah, I took some deaths, or no, I think I took a death to Patra in 8. Yeah.
Choice words were certainly issued.
So you single dipped 6, Shaddy?
Yeah. Yeah, I single dipped.
That had to feel good.
I had to double
was so-
dip 5, 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, I like quintuple dipped 1 with my retries.
Yeah, I took the try and bailed, but when I went back with any key when I did go
Always
back.
got Ganon.
Yeah. And to be fair, I think he heard this roar because he got that one staircase that got HN's attention because he thought that he could potentially get in there if the bomb wall opened up. Oof.
Yeah,
He barely got that
was a
off.
that was so close.
He cleared. He would have gotten drivered again if the 50-50 had gone to the right, so he got lucky there in a way.
Bottom is where you don't want to be.
Yeah, this is terrifying.
This is it's if you're ever trying to learn Ganon, do not go to the bottom row ever. The only way that it actually works for me is if you're actually waiting for Ganon to come down from the top on the left or right side and you just wait it out and time it right, but even still you have a chance that you're gonna get bopped doing that. He's gonna potion now, which is the fair play. I mean, you're very close to killing him. I think he's more than halfway there at the minimum.
I mean, he's making the right play here. If you just stand here, you're eventually going to hit Ganon and get a lock.
There we go.
Just need to bomb north and it's over.
He's got the compass. If he
got the
doesn't bomb
bombs.
up, that would be quite silly. Yeah, he's gonna do it. If Shaddy had
Alright.
cleared the room with the compass, it would have been a completely different situation, but that's kind of how it goes in Rando.
Ah, Shaddy didn't know. Got it.
Grayscale finish.
Nice.
That's a swag finish there.
Finish time of 1:26:29. GG's in chat for Tom J.
Yeah, so this is again going to be a first and second advance scenario through these 3 games worth of points. So finishing roughly 13 and change behind Malchior and only about 9.5 behind Shaddy is pretty solid. It's going to leave you with plenty of room to kind of make it back even with them in time if you happen to get a little bit luckier in game 2, perhaps.
Yeah, these 4-person races are so wide open.
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to see multiple groups come down to tiebreaker on times between finishes.
And joining us for what I believe is a 6 in the morning post-game chat is Tom J. GG's.
Yeah, hello.
GG, man.
Use something.
GG.
So, probably just a case where you didn't get to Western Death Mountain with bombs early enough to kind of find your ladder out. And while it wasn't really required for too much in the seed, it probably would have helped out a little bit.
Probably. I didn't. It was 20 minutes before I found the sword, so I took the wrong turn.
If only you knew that you were not the only one to take the wrong turn, but all 3 runners taking the wrong turn for the first 10 minutes or so.
It was funny.
I can't believe no one got the sword.
It would have been such a different story if even just one of us found that within the first minute or 2.
Nope, all 3 of you, Malchior, Shaddy, Tom J, all kind of went off to the Death Arm most and then went east for the most part. Didn't decide to come back for quite some time, although Tom J, you were the last to get back to the Wood Sword because you stayed alive so long off yonder.
Yeah. I won something at least.
You definitely had the early Triforce lead. You got a couple swordless over there. I think it was 1 and 3.
I think I got. Yeah, 1, 2, 2 maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember much. Two tired.
It was not a too difficult a dungeon setup though. You had the Dark Nuts, the Pole's Voice, and the Wiz Rooms all in the overworld, so that had to be nice once you got down to the dungeons for all three of you.
That was really nice to see.
I hadn't even considered that both Dark Nuts and Wizrobes were on the overworld, and that is true. I was like, okay, Wizrobes. And then my brain just went full, gotta go, gotta go.
Yeah, and Pole's Voice as well, so had pretty easy time in dungeons. And let's see, I think Blue Lionel's rolled down to 4. Pretty much everything that would have been hard rolled down too, so...
Yeah.
Really, too many bosses.
Overworld. Pole's Voice on the overworld is why I didn't buy the early arrows. I'm like, I want to buy keys first. And I'm so... If I'd have bought arrows, my money would have been crippled, and I don't know if I'd have been able to find that ladder like I did.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
bought
if there
early
was...
arrows.
Yeah, Tom J didn't see the silvers in time and had the early money. I think it was a good play though because it made the silver arrows spawn for you. If you don't buy the wood arrows, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's how that works.
But I don't think it was really that awful of a seed outside of the keys kind of being blocked behind a ladder for the most part. I think that was really the one thing that kind of crippled Tom J early is he got into some of the smaller dungeons that couldn't get anywhere because of all the key doors. And when you did get in there, it wasn't necessarily the right way that you happened to go, which is just bad luck.
Yeah, it was pretty much just that, and level 6 being in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and then the race between Shady and Malchior, we thought Shady was going to have a little bit of a deficit early on because Malchior, you found the wand and white sword way before the majority of the field here. But it turned out that even with that, he got through that 6-in-1 go way off in the middle of nowhere, as you noted, and that kind of saved him quite a bit of time, and so much so that it really turned the seat around.
Yep.
But yeah, hoping Game 2 is as exciting as this first race was, because I know me and HN enjoyed the heck out of that level 9 and kind of the race to the end there.
For sure.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll be the first to say I'm gonna go to bed. Papa, thanks for staying up late. You easily get selection of the next time slot for race 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Fury, HN.
Anytime.
Whoever's tracking, real MVPs.
Camion's on track, I think. Camion and Phoenix and Movies, thank y'all so much.
Double tracker. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we had, I think it was Moodris and Phoenix on the top 2, and Camion was on audio, the center column, and I'm going to guess Malchior, since that was the only one on the bottom side there. So split it up and worked it out between the two of them.
Y'all are all awesome. Thanks for keeping this going despite the difficulties that were had.
Well, with that, I guess we're going to head off to bed. We're going to probably have to check back in a bit and see how the last runner did on this, and when that happens. But yeah, looking forward to Game 2, and guess I'll leave it to HN to kind of lead us out of here.
Yeah, thanks again to SpeedGaming for hosting our tournament. Both of our trackers, Camion and Moonrisen, for doing our tracking tonight in the background. All of our runners, make sure you go follow all of these people, by the way. Awesome people. Fury for doing comms with me again. It is always a pleasure. I should go to bed, but I think I'm actually going to go do a race because I missed 4 races today. So there is a late night race popping up. So if you want to join that, feel free. Otherwise, have a good night.
Slimu.